So hello there, I'm here today with the new W Series netbook from Sony. I'm actually going to do a full unboxing and a little bit of a walkthrough of what makes this netbook a very cool offering in the now crowded netbook market. And this is a really unique model from Sony because this is a type of computer that you don't necessarily use as your primary computer, but it's that secondary computer that's in the home. So in addition to your desktop or your larger notebook, this is a great machine to carry around with you. It's got phenomenal battery life and perfect for using it on the fly to surf the net, to check your Facebook, to hop on Twitter, to watch a movie on YouTube, or just organize all your photos. And we're going to show you what makes the Sony W Series one of the best netbooks out there when you're looking at something like this. So let's open it up and show you what comes inside the box. So here's pretty much everything that comes inside the box when you buy one of these W Series netbooks. I actually opened up the brown model here, and this is a pretty unique color, very masculine. It's also available in a pink and a white. First thing that you'll notice when you open the unit up, it's got that beautiful 10.1 inch LED backlit display. That's one of the things that's going to really set this unit apart, is having that beautiful LED backlight with a resolution of 1366 by 760. And I'm going to talk a little bit later about why that resolution is so important on a netbook. But also some things to note. You know, you're going to obviously get your quick start guide. This is going to talk a little bit about when you first power it up for the first time, a little bit about your warranty information, things like that. So you'll just definitely want to take a quick peek through that. Your AC power supply, this is what you'll use to recharge your battery, as well as power it up when you're not using it on battery life. And it's a great small little power brick, so for traveling and being mobile, definitely gonna love having something like this. And one of the best parts, I think, about this netbook is the fact that it comes with a very large capacity battery. Usually you'd have to buy this as a secondary accessory, and this is one of the things that makes the W Series netbook so sleek and such a great option when you're looking in the netbooks, because with this battery, depending on what you have the unit set on in terms of power consumption, you can get anywhere from 5 to up to 7 hours of battery life using this battery. So we've included a big battery right out of the box when you buy one of these W Series netbooks. So let's attach the battery and fire it up here for the first time and just talk a little bit about what makes this model quite unique and why it's a great offering in the netbook market. All right, so I have the W Series here now powered up, and before I actually talk a little bit about the design of it, I actually do want to show you some of the ports. So I'm going to close it up here. And I do have the brown one here with me. Like I mentioned, it does come in 3 colors, in the brown, pink, and a white. But I'm going to show you a little bit about the ports and the connectivity options that are available on this unit. So when you flip it to the side here, here's where you're going to have your AC power plug. So this is where you'd plug in the power brick, so if you need to recharge your battery or run off AC. It has a VGA out, so if you want to use this to run a presentation or plug it into your Bravia LCD, it has that 15-pin output, as well as your microphone in jack and your headphone jack. So if you're listening to music or if you want to record something onto it, you have those 2 jacks as well. When you flip it over to the front, here in the bottom left-hand corner is where you're going to have your Wi-Fi switch. Now this unit does have full ABGN wireless support, so no matter what type of network you have, you'll be able to connect to it. Right beside it, you'll have your 2 memory card slots, so you'll have your memory stick slot as well as your SD card slot, so it doesn't matter what kind of camera or camcorder you have, we have the connectivity so you can plug in your memory card right into this VAIO notebook. And in the far right-hand corner is where you're going to have your power on-off switch, so it's just a slider switch like most of the VAIO notebooks. The last side is where you'll have your 2 USB jacks. So you'll have your 2 USB inputs, so if you want to plug in anything along the lines of a mouse to a printer to anything that you can think of with USB, you got your 2 USB inputs here. And then lastly, your Ethernet jack. So if you do not have a Wi-Fi connection, you do have the Ethernet connectivity that you can plug right into this VAIO. And the one big thing too, like I mentioned, is the fact that it's got that big, beautiful battery in the back. This is the battery that's going to allow you to have that up to 5 to 7 hours of battery life. And this is what makes this W Series netbook such a unique piece to look at. So let's open it back up and show you a little bit about the front of this unit and what you get to look at with this beautiful LED screen. So now that we have the VAIO W back on, I want to talk a little bit about the LCD screen or the LED backlit screen, a little bit about the keyboard, and really what makes this a very stylish piece as well. Again, you know, this is a netbook, so it's made to be that kind of secondary computer that you're going to use and carry around with you, and you know, great for students, kids, or if you travel a lot, to be able to store all your pictures, all your music, all your video onto. But it does have some really cool features on to keep you organized, and things like the web camera, which you'll find in the middle of the screen. It's really great for being able to do video conferencing, talking with people on Skype, MSM, things like that. And one of the things that really sets the Sony W series apart is the fact that we have a beautiful LED backlit display. Not only is the LED great for giving you fantastic battery life, but it gives you a phenomenal screen resolution of 1366 by 768. This is a 10.1 inch LED backlit display. And the Sony VAIOs are known for having phenomenal picture quality and off-axis viewing. And one of the big reasons why is we use a technology called X-Bright. While most manufacturers use a single array of LEDs or a tube type system, we actually use an array of LEDs at the top and the bottom of the display. And that allows us to have, you know, phenomenal contrast, great brightness, and giving you great off-axis viewing. So if you're using this to watch a movie on, 2 or 3 people can watch on this unit, whereas most other netbooks on the market, the moment you go off-axis, you can't really see anything. One of the other really important things why we have such a high resolution for such a small screen is that for viewing, when you open up an internet page, most internet pages are optimized at 1024 by 768, whereas most netbooks on the market have a resolution of 800 by 600. So what happens is when you open up a page like Internet Explorer, you have to actually scroll sideways and up and down to actually see the full page, whereas on the W series, you'll see everything in plain view, full screen, without having to scroll sideways and left and right. One of the other great things about the W series is the keyboard. One common issue with a lot of people that say netbooks have a very small keyboard and it's very hard for you to place your fingers down and move from a traditional notebook to a netbook like this. Ours has a very great keyboard with the chiclet design, so the spacing is accurate. When you lay your palms down, your fingers will fall into place, and you'll find that you'll easily be able to transition from using your notebook to a netbook like this. It's not a full-size keyboard, but very, very close, and this would be one of the best netbooks to be able to transition from a full-size keyboard to something of a smaller keyboard, so you'll definitely have no problem using that. Some of the other great things that we've included with this is Bluetooth support. So again, if you want to have to stream music to your CD player or to your wireless headphones, you can. If you want to communicate with other Bluetooth devices like your Sony Ericsson cell phone, you'll be able to transfer pictures and music back and forth easily. So Bluetooth has become a very popular thing, and a lot of Sony products have Bluetooth built into them, so you'll be able to wirelessly transmit audio and data without a problem. Now, one of the last things I wanted to talk about was things like our hard drive. It's got a great 250 gig hard drive built in, so you have tons of hard drive space, and you'll need all that hard drive space to be able to store tons of music, videos, and photos on here. And what we've included is a really great software application called VAIO Media Plus. And for anyone who's familiar with some of our other Sony products like our PlayStation, our PSP, our Bravia LCDs, our Blu-ray players, and even some of our higher-end Sony Ericsson cell phones, you'll be familiar with this cross-media bar interface. This is a Sony staple in many products, and this is such a great tool to be able to organize all of your photos, music, and video in one place. And what VAIO Media Plus allows you to do is have this really sleek cross-media bar interface to arrange and organize all of your music and video and photos. And you can do great slideshows. You can create great playlists. So if you're trying to transfer music to your MP3 player, the Sony VAIO W has this Sense Me channel built in, which automatically looks at your music. It does a thing with a 12-tone analysis and creates great playlists so you can transfer them easily to your MP3 player. And one of the great things about VAIO Media Plus is that it's a DLNA compliant server. So what that means is if you have a PlayStation 3 or one of the newer web-enabled Bravias, you'll actually be able to connect your VAIO W to one of these other DLNA devices and stream music, videos, and photos wirelessly through your home. So a really, really great option. All happens because of this great VAIO Media Plus software. So that's the Sony VAIO W Series netbook. Thanks for spending some time with us today, and definitely go check one of these out at Sony Style Stores or one of your local retailers.